Okay, so whoever gets the job, just know that I have my percentage there because I asked the question. So thank you very much. God bless you. Because if I go to any of them and they go tell you, say, JKD, you know, they like you. Yeah, I know them. Anyways, so let's get into language as a barrier. Yeah, and I'd like to start with Zion because for you, I mean, should I say like 80% is all chi, I can. Let's talk about that. Why that, and how has that also improved in your stuff that you're doing?
I think I'm very good actually. If I start to speak English, I think that people would analyze certain words, your pronunciation, and which it easily goes. And the people that I want to create the content for, in the beginning of my job, was Ghanaians. Right, so that's why I started with a tree, and when I was doing it, people loved it, and they still love it. If I post the content, people do English, as they probably think that they want to go international, go to BBC, and I think what I do, and the people that I want to please, they're able to accept it. I post content on Facebook, and I find this I get 1 million views. So I don't see the tree to be a barrier. I don't see the gun that you want to use as a barrier. It's about the content that you're putting out. If people are not interested in the content, I mean, I get. If I go outside Ghana, I see, if I go to Belgium, I know some high school movie. I don't know how they understand my interviews. I don't know what they want from the interview. I enter places, I see what I know is I know that I translation. I know that probably if I should be doing more of English, I would get more than where I am right now. But I feel like I'm okay. I won't kill myself. I can't do everything. I won't say that I can't do everything. I'm doing what I can do for others to consume from there. Because I mean, if I speak to you and you think it's working for you, fine. The other people who do English, maybe the same production, can watch it elsewhere. So I'm okay with what I do, even though I think I can do more and get pleasure out of them. I think I'm okay with the few that's I'm using right now.
Before I get to Sheldon, you can clap, Before I get to Sheldon, do you deliberately on your social media platform, especially on Instagram, deliberately put on the spelling mistakes?
Nobody will intentionally do that. You see, the job learned. And there are times that people don't know that the captions are sent. About 50% of my content are paid content. So most of them are captions that come in. And the others that, the few ones probably that I'll make mistakes with it are, maybe I don't remember them. I might be driving, I might be doing interview, maybe I might say, because I post hourly. So if I say I'm wasting time to finish all the interview, comes wait for 1 hour to post, and the time and I have a lot of content to post. Me, I'm one of the busiest guys, not just bloggers. I have a lot of work when it comes to the media space. So I don't take my time. I would say I don't take my time. So before you see that there's a mistake there. There's no rational human being who intentionally see that I'm making a mistake for people to come and correct me before I correct myself. No. It's mostly mistake that I make that I come back and then correct it. But we're all humans, everybody makes mistakes.
Man, the AI did it.
So mistakes are allowed, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
Are they?
Yes.
Mistakes are allowed.
Sheldon, for you, it's been broken English. And it's been throughout. What can you say about that?
Yeah, so it's been broken English, but then we've made the effort or the conscious effort at some point to go to tilt towards speaking the English language. We have different kinds of shows on the platform. Most of the time we are speaking the English. Now, on our platform, we make data-driven decisions. We are a youth-driven platform. I've been to places where I see the kind of people consuming my content. Then I know I have to switch towards that part because most of these guys, they don't even understand. Cheating is like alien to them, you understand? Now when you come to the back end, using data, I have people in Ghana consuming my content the most. That is about, I think, 40-50%. The rest is fairly distributed across countries like Nigeria, Kenya, and other countries. Now, I don't do geographically specific content. I create content about anything happening on the African continent. I can today be sitting here talking about something that is trending in Kenya, Nigeria, South Africa, anywhere. With these people, the only way you will get to them be that language. So I try as much as possible to meet them halfway. There was a time I was trying to get someone to even, because the key was, you can't fault anyone for using Chi on your platform if that is what they feel comfortable in. What I would advise is the subtitling, which is for the kind of content that he posts. If he has to wait to subtitle it, then the content never next to it. Because I tried at some point to subtitle like Chi content. It was so hard that you send a video to this guy and like, we are doing time sensitive content, 2 days later another content never, you understand? So we just try as much as possible to meet them halfway with the English or the pidgin. And as I said, we are doing this thing based on the data in the back end. And I feel like it's working because I have like 5.5% of my audience coming from Nigeria. There are a lot of, I have like Nigerian influencers, musicians, content creators hitting up to me because they consume my content. That makes me happy, and I am glad that I am reaching a lot of people. I want to reach a lot of people. There was a time that we even contemplated on entering the Nigerian market. As I said, we don't want to create content for just Ghanaians. This industry, listen, is saturated. You will do it to a point where you wouldn't even have anything to talk about. There are some times that you go on social platforms, you try to, get content to talk about, and there is nothing. But in other jurisdictions, there is a lot happening, especially in Nigeria. I don't want to boss myself. I don't want to just create content for Ghanaians. I want to create content for everyone. So with me, the language, I just try to get people on board that would speak the English or the pidgin. I mean, if intermittently you decide to chip in the Chi, that is fine. I can't fault you or I can't move to you for that. But at the end of the day, make sure that people, because we create content for people. We create content people want. If they do not understand, and for like the pro content, sometimes we bring on a guest and the guest is speaking to you, and you have to put in the comment section what is happening. We don't understand. It is so frustrating. So you see, we just try to get the balance where everyone understands what we are talking about, and I feel like it's working for us.
Okay, beautiful. Oh, keep on clapping. Yeah. Nice. Last but not least, you touched already on the whole government tax content creation. I mean, not just only content creators, they brought in MCs, they brought in anybody who was, in the field of putting something out there like that. You've already touched on it. We can all know where Sheldon is standing. But in that sphere, should they do it?
Yes.
Why?
There is nothing, you realize on YouTube you pay tax to the US government, right? That is like 10%. You see, taxing me is not a problem. First of all, what are you going to use the tax for? Also, what have you done? Because the US government, there are guidelines or whatever that maybe YouTube as a platform can introduce, and you would have a senator calling the president or the founder of YouTube to parliament to come and answer questions. Here it's like a free range. You see, you know if you eat from where you have not invested. That's what I'm saying. We have had a problem where creatives in this country, like bro, they treat us like we are not part of the ecosystem. But when it is time for campaign, they come and talk to you, oh, do this for us. And because Charlie, you see, they've weaponized poverty and they are using it against us. Because they basically impoverish you to the point that if they bring 5,000 CDs to you for you to post their content or shout here to us all and now or about this, you do it. That is my problem with the system. Because you are as a creative, you are one of us. Since his call to that place, what has he done for nothing in this country? I don't have a problem. We pay taxes all the time. I pay it. I can't dodge it. When they introduced the e-learning, we all ranted, but we are paying it. We can't dodge it. It is how we are supposed to grow. See, we have like private investors spearheading conversations for creators in this country. Afro Future, this and that. They are the people bringing in YouTube. Yeah, bro, how you visit in this country? There are some like offices. We don't have access to anything. Go to Kenya, go to other country. Their environment is enabled, internet penetration, everything. You can't come and tell me that you want to take tax from me. For what? What have you done for me? You have not created a job for me. I have created a job for myself. You want to tax me? Fine. Okay, what are you going to do to enable me to produce more so that you can tax me? What is your destiny? Your contribution? It is zero contribution.
Internet data.
You have to start answer in this school.
There we cry.
Okay. Zion, what's your take on this? And what do you think moving forward, if that should happen, how should it be done, and how can we make it peaceful between ourselves
It will not be
and of
peaceful.
course the government as well?
I think they should show what Sheldon said. I buy my own gadgets. My camera is not. The last time I bought a
Talk
camera.
about the duty set. Or you want to come and tax me?
So buying gadgets is not a joke. I mean, putting up, working hard to get money into, and you see, it's not just about taxing you, right? I pay for my workers too, and because of them pay for workers. I mean, every month I pay for workers.
Come tax.
Yeah, for workers, and I pay my. So it's not just about even taxing the amount of money I'm charging people. I pay my own income tax at the end of the year, or like 3 or 4 times. We pay it quarterly. You come and pay for workers every month. If you have 15, you have 10 workers, you have to pay for them every month. And that's the same. So what do I give for you? I remember somewhere like 2019 when I opened my house. So I feel like a month later, I got a long letter from GRA. They said I registered my company in 2012. So tax for 2012.
To date?
Till
Till 2019?
I'm like, I was in school, I was in Legon. I was a student, I was working at Radio Universe. I just registered the same year when I became Paya. Now they are causing me, I have a company. So I wasn't working as a company. So it was a back and forth, and the past months. And since then till now, I pay. But just that the tax now, Charlie, it's not a joke. So if I do and ask me what have you done for me since then till now,
Nothing.
maybe I'll be to say if things are going on well or not. Just work and bring us the money. You work, bring us the money. If you are there, middle of the month, money hasn't come. You get a text message from GRA. They're reminding you that the deadline is that I come with you. So yes, I mean, tax there everywhere. And if you go to UK, it's crazy. You work and then all the money goes to the government. Yes, we accept that we have to pay tax because we are working in the country. We have to help the country develop. But what are you also doing to help us? Somebody go on TikTok. Okay, that's we go to America, then you be creating the content and pumping it here. Like the way we pay for America, at least we get something from it. But if you are here and you pay tax and that's the come out of it, I think it's a no-no. So we pay the tax, but we should also benefit from the government for what we are doing there.
Okay. I have something to add. You see, this government, or any other government, they try to spearhead projects and they use like politicians. You see them, they've mounted billboards, creative economy, this and that. They load themselves in like convoy. They go and sit there and they want to take decisions for creators. Imagine trying to put out like a policy about the creative economy and you not even involving the people that are actually on the ground working. You understand? I have seen tourism, travel tourism workshops and things. They have politicians with bellies like mine sitting down there. On no content, what do they know about even travel tourism? You understand? These people don't involve us in anything at all. If you are privileged to be in the room and they are involved, that is on you. But I'm talking about the general conversation here. You see, if you give me the mind for like the next hour, and I just haven't bet you feel this because Metro Transit will have no, and come to the point.
Get my spirit too.
All the people here, you see, they are here because they've created a path for themselves. You complete school, and you see, when I completed school, if I had to depend on this government, I know I'm a Daniel. I have to carve a niche, or I have to create a path for myself. So I expect you to enable it, help us, you understand? Put in words for us, engage people that are actually going to influence decisions that are going to help us. I'm not saying say come and give me money or no. Even if you have a fund like that, where you bro, buying one camera set your head with mad. Then I'll go through all this thing and you come, oh, you're using coffee on me, you're fine. What can you do?
Maybe my spirit to get for them. I tell you people.
All right, away from that.